Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Oh, I see all of your pretty faces.
Yeah, there's Beth. Oh, there she goes.
I see your face now.
Can you? Okay, good. You can see me
Yeah.
with food in my hand.
Well, I hope you all have food or drink.
Beverly, and I
And
see Amanda. I don't see anybody else.
hi,
Oh, Margaret, how are you doing? Hey,
Hi.
Margaret.
Oh, there's Margaret.
There's Valerie.
Yes.
Oh, Valerie.
Did I see
Valerie,
Margaret?
how are you?
yeah. And there's Anne. Let's see. I have Michael Aiken. I've got. Oh, there's Bob. I see Bob. I see
Hello.
Lisa Hightower.
Where's Lisa? I don't see her.
Iris.
I don't see Lisa. How come I don't see Lisa?
Because I got the background.
Pages
screen.
down
Can
Merchant.
see me.
I know.
Tim, tripping with Tim, Diane, Vicky, Julie England. Hi, Julie. Jim Richards, Joy Brand, Francis.
Is Carol.
I'm trying to see. We can
Or
get
get our
scroll
clock.
through.
Oh, there's Lisa. Where are you? Are you in back porch?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I thought she was
My home away from home.
Okay.
So, hello everybody. I'm gonna make sure I admitted everybody in so far. I think that it will go on automatic, where it will let everybody in. But thank you for joining us today. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's
Cheers.
2 years.
You gotta do cheers.
So you have to do a cheers, even if it's water. So my name's Amanda Valone. Some of you I've traveled with and I've had the opportunity to go on amazing adventures with. Woo. And some of you I've never met before, but I know that the girls behind me have. So Tiffany and I are super excited, and I say Tiffany and I because she's my work wife and we always celebrate this momentous occasion together year after year. We have officially owned Roseborough for 12 years now.
Wow.
And
Great.
I know, right? And as you know, we're celebrating 52 years of business, but we actually, I think I have some coming, waiting to get in, sorry. We always joke because people say, well, you're not been around for 52 years. And I say, yes, we own a travel agency. We found the fountain of youth. We're really 52 years old. But no, our business is incredible. We were founded by a woman named Mildred Roseborough. And then 20 years later, her daughter, Mary Wayne, took it over. And now we did, and we love it. And we're so excited that all of you, our amazing explorers, got on today. So really quick, I want to,
That's Lisa's dog.
there's someone's dog.
Is that your dog,
Sorry.
Lisa?
Yes, that is my dog.
I love
I
it.
recognize his voice.
I
So
will mute it if I have to. Go ahead.
you're fine. So cheers to 52 years in business.
Yes.
Cheers to all of you, our amazing explorers who make this happen, who make our amazing team all be able to be here working on incredible adventures for you all. We thank you. And we just wanted to do a quick little toast to you and unveil a few of our new exciting things that are coming up.
Okay, great.
So we want to first tell you we're sad Tiffany couldn't be here today. She is still homesick. I know a lot of you got the email. We had to close our office because everybody had COVID.
Right.
And she's still homesick, but she definitely misses you all. And she will hopefully be back next week. And she said, put a picture of me up and tell them I love them. So she definitely wanted a chance to be able to say hi and get on here, but she can't. So without further ado, we're gonna play Ring Around the Rosie here, and you're gonna get to meet each individual person. So you all know I'm Amanda, but we're gonna pass it on and we're gonna play Ring Around the Rosie, and you get to meet each one of our team members. Hi, friends.
I think most of you have, I've either traveled with a few of you or
Yes.
I hear a yes from Bev. We went through a thing together, you and Lisa. And some of you I haven't traveled with, but I have helped with all of your trips. And it's good to see you all. Thank you for coming for 52 years. Very exciting.
Yes.
And it's good to see you, Alyssa.
Oh, no. We'll do that later. You next.
Hello, I'm Marissa. I'm gonna keep this short because I'm very shy. I have been here for a year. I know I've talked to some of you on the phone, some of you in person, and it's been great kind of helping out with your trips. And I hope to talk to everyone eventually. I'll leave it there.
A woman of few words.
Hello, I am Michelle. I am the voice behind the phone when you call. I've been here for a little over a month, and I'm excited to learn new things about travel. Thank you.
And you got to meet me yesterday.
Yes, I did.
Yes.
You'll remember Bev always.
That's amazing. Bev brought me in a birthday gift. She's
Oh,
so
gosh.
sweet.
Yes. Belated happy birthday, Amanda.
Thank you. You know, anything to get a happy birthday, right? I had to bring it up on the video.
Yeah, well, you know, truly, folks, it was not a lot.
Oh no, I
Jeez.
love it. I love it. But that's the thing. We get to when we go on these amazing adventures with you all. Well, we send people on their anniversary trips. We send people on their graduation trips, on their honeymoons. We send you on your birthday trips. And we love being a part of that. I always tell people, you know, people will be like, oh, you love your job. I'm like, I do. I love what I do. But you realize I get to work with people who are so happy to see us. They're so happy to be planning a trip. They're
Yes.
celebrating something momentous, or they're finally, after 2 years, getting a chance to get out and see the world right now. So we get to be the best part of so many of our experiences with our clients. So we love it. So thank you for letting us have that opportunity. We wanted to share with you, because many of you who I see have been on this call already, have been asking us, Amanda, Tiffany, girls, I don't see what you're doing next year. What are you doing? What's going on in 2023? What's going on in 2024? We're waiting patiently to hear what's going on. So we felt like now would be the best time to unveil to you some of the group trips we have going on, some of the people who are hosting the trips, and put it out to you to help us start planning what is next in our future. So I'm going to go through just a few quickly. It's not going to be like a study hall or anything like that, but I'm going to go through a few of our group trips that we have coming up, because I know that is super exciting and interesting. Marissa, there's no way you had a big enough toast to be able to falling over back there. So yeah, so we are going, we have some, sorry, my computer's slow. We have a group trip going to Iceland. It's the land of fire and ice. We call these Roseborough Recommends. A lot of you wonder, well, is it a group trip? Is it hosted by Roseborough? Or, you know, is there going to be an escort on it? This is what we call Roseborough Recommends. And how we design these is we hold group space on a trip and we promote something that we know is going to be amazing. And being able to go to Iceland for the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights, and go to such an amazing destination as Iceland.
I recommend it.
Yes, yeah.
I'll
Oh,
recommend
Lisa's
it.
been there, and March is gonna be chilly, just like when we went, Lisa.
Yep.
It's gonna be chilly, but you know what that means? It stays dark longer, and you have a better opportunity to be able to see those northern lights.
Amanda, this is
yeah.
Bev. Say, I've been on that Iceland trip too, not with you, but I will tell you, all the folks on the line, It is amazing. It is a beautiful, and of course, I love the cool weather. I don't like Florida heat, so I'd recommend it. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. It's
She needs
beautiful.
to get away from the Florida heat. So this is through one of our partner brands, Mayflower Cruises and Tours. It is round trip Reykjavik. If you're thinking about going over to anywhere in Europe, right? You think about the long flights and everything. Well, Reykjavik is like the closest destination that you can go to. So it's really great. There's a bunch of parks that you'll be able to go hiking, go to the waterfalls, things that there's no way, even after having been, I can actually pronounce for you. So Gullfoss Falls is about the only one you're going to get from me. The way that they turn their tongue to be able to say their words and their language is absolutely incredible. But the people are so kind there. The culture is very unique and interesting. The food is excellent and the sites are outstanding. So I think that if you're interested in going to Iceland, this is definitely a good option.
And swimming in the Blue Lagoon is amazing.
So true, so true. We went and there was snow falling on us while we were in this beautiful hot lagoon. It was incredible.
Yeah.
So the next up is Essence of Thailand. And I'm actually going to let Alyssa really quick just tell everybody quickly about that trip.
Okay. That's going to be hard. It's a long trip. It's a 16-day trip, Essence of Thailand, but it does all the big parts. So you get Bangkok, you get Chiang Mai, you get Chiang Rai, and it does all of the all the really quintessential Thailand things. So the floating markets, all the Buddhas, the temples, it's really fantastic. And if I was only going to go to Thailand once, that would probably be the itinerary because it does all of the things. And I was very excited about it.
Very good. That trip is with Colette. It's one of our brands that we work with. It will have a guide that's with you the whole time. Alyssa Lovejoy is our group contact for it. She's not going on this trip this time because she has a different one that she's going on that's equally as amazing. But she will be the group trip contact for this. And I just got an update this morning and the space is selling out really quickly on this. But even if this date and departure doesn't work for you, it's still a really good tour to go on, and we can pick different dates for you during the season to be able to go. That's Essence of Thailand. We have Australia and New Zealand Uncovered. Again, this is with Colette. I think we do a lot of trips to Australia and New Zealand, and Colette really has made a name for themselves in terms of going over all the way across the world to these countries. It's really incredible to be able to go to Australia and New Zealand with Colette, and they do a really neat, on the way back, you can stop in Fiji for a few days just to relax a little bit, get done with the adventure. It's a 22-day trip. And anybody in the office, we all work as a team in the office, so anybody in the office is more than happy to help you plan this adventure. I know that Australia has a special place in Marissa's heart, so she's like, so I know that there's all of us can help you, and we're happy to kind of point you in the right direction based on dates and itinerary that you're looking for. But this is also Roseborough recommends and something that we're always very excited to be promoting with Colette. And then we have Croatia and its islands. Croatia has been on the hot list the last few years, pre-COVID and even since COVID. Croatia is just absolutely incredibly beautiful. And there is a trip going with Colette, May 9th to the 20th. Now, do you want to talk about that Western Caribbean one?
I know it's on the
Okay.
Wonder.
All right, you can talk.
Oh no. So the Western Caribbean Spring Cruise is on the Wonder of the Seas, which I believe is the newest Royal Caribbean ship. It's supposed to be amazing. It goes from Port Canaveral and hits Perfect Day at Coco Cay, Cozumel, Roatan, Honduras, and
The big draw is the brand new ship.
yeah, the
Is
new
it shiny
the,
and new.
the new ship for sure. The Wonder is supposed to be amazing. Okey doke.
She is the one
I
that
told
said
you
she's
it.
shy. So now this is super exciting because Alyssa's going to tell you about her, it's not your first trip of the year though.
It's not my first trip of the year. We accidentally skipped my first trip of the year, I think.
I,
But
I think it's on here later, maybe.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
find it because it's very important.
that was the one that I agreed to give up in exchange
Yes.
for.
Your second trip of the year.
So my second trip of the year, and you'll find out about my first one later. Oh, hold on one sec. We have another one coming in.
I got a dog.
Okay. So Irish Odyssey is a dream trip of mine because I have always wanted to go to Ireland, and it's one of the places that everyone goes, oh, you've never been to Ireland. How come? So I picked this one with CIE, and it is very Ireland intensive. It goes to all of the things that I've always wanted to do. So Cliffs of Moher, Giant's Causeway, and I looked this over with a couple people that have been to Ireland before. And it was one of those things where like, well, I've done this before, but I didn't get to go see this. So it hits a lot of places that are really key, and it's going to be a good time. I had to decide between Ireland and Scotland, and I had to go with Ireland first. So.
And what did you just find out about the air?
Oh, we also just found out about the air. They just sent me a contract over to review with Amanda. So they just found us air nonstop with Aer Lingus, round trip for $990 a person, which is fantastic for international air. To Ireland nonstop from Orlando to Ireland nonstop the whole way, which is fantastic if you've been looking at air at all lately. So I was very excited about that.
Yeah, it's really good. And I know several of you on this call actually have asked me personally about going to Ireland or Ireland and Scotland if we're having a group. So Alyssa has a group. You asked, we answered, right? So we have this, and it's also through CIE. CIE is an incredible company. It's owned by the Irish government. Irish or Scottish government?
Irish government.
Irish government, thank you. And they are amazing. I went to Ireland and Scotland with them, and they were just incredible. Great, great, great company. You will be in love with this itinerary.
If you could go to Scotland, and then you could go early like England.
Hi, Bob Cornyn. He is the talker. It's okay. So next up is my trip. So several of you were actually booked with me to go in June of 2020, but we all know what happened there. So if this is my makeup trip to go to Italy, Turkey, and the islands of Greece. I'm so excited. I will be hosting this. This is a really cool trip because I will be hosting this trip on Celebrity Cruises, their brand new ship, the Beyond. And one really neat thing to me, I mean, it doesn't really change a lot for you, is I'll be hosting a group of Roseborough explorers who are going with me, but I also was selected as our national consortia leader. So I will be hosting a whole group of travelers from all different travel agencies who are all going on the same trip together. So we will have a Roseborough exclusive group that then goes into an even bigger group of national travel agencies group, and I will be the Lone Ranger over there taking care of everybody. So I'm so excited because we're going into Rome. If you're interested in pre-nights, I'm having this amazing itinerary put together that's doing 7 days throughout Italy first, and then we'll all board the ship together. But let's say you can't get on and you can't spend that much time outside of work or outside of the country. I also have a segment where you'll meet up with us 2 days ahead of time in Rome. We'll all board the ship together in Civitavecchia, And then we'll go on to Sicily and Istanbul, Turkey, which has it overnight. We'll go to Ephesus or Kusadasi. And then of course, going to Greece, Athens, and then on to Naples. So we will have a really incredible itinerary, a really incredible trip with this. And I would love for you to join me. I'm so excited.
And is that going to be?
That is June of next year, June 26th. And if you do the pre-nights, it's about a week before that. So June 19th, if you're doing the whole week ahead of time, but if not.
And how long is it by itself without the pre-trip?
It's about 12 days.
Okay.
Yeah. And we will be, something we haven't mentioned yet, but Alyssa's Ireland trip, my Italy, Greece, and Turkey trip, and a few of the other ones, we will be hosting individual Zoom calls that are specifically talking about that itinerary. So you will be getting an invitation and an email about each of the individual ones soon to come. And we have some more about upcoming events and not always Zoom calls. So exciting about that. Next up.
Ooh, this one is mine. I am lucky enough to host the 14-day Alaska cruise tour. It is 10 days on land in Alaska, including 3 days in Denali National Park and 2 train rides. And then we have a 4-day cruise from Skagway to Vancouver. I've been learning so much about Alaska from Amanda and my own research. And I am so very, very excited to have the chance to actually experience it firsthand in August of next year. I am thrilled and just so excited to be able to go to Alaska. And I hope some of you are able to join me on this cruise tour. Woo.
Yay. I don't know if you see all of our eyes looking outside, but living in a place by the courthouse, it's really fun. We're watching 2 guys get into a fight outside. When you work in travel, you get some fun things to see. So
Lock the door.
oh, it's locked. I know, we're like, phones are off and the door is locked. So next up, actually, Alyssa is gonna sit back down. I think we need to sit here.
Me again. We have as always, the annual tradition of the Roseborough Thanksgiving cruise. This one actually was picked out by our explorers. We picked a couple of interesting itineraries and we sent it out and said, hey, what do you guys think? And this is the one everybody picked. So it's got some interesting stops, I think, to a lot of people, especially everyone told us they were very excited about Tobago. I think that's the one where everyone said, oh, I've never actually been there before. And so some old favorites like St. Martin and St. Lucia, but really great ones like Tobago. So we've already got the group space on for that one. So if you're on for this year and you want to book on board as the annual tradition, we've got that space. And if you're not on for this year, but you want to come with me next year to Tobago, I've as well as the other places, we've already got that space. So you can give me a call while we still have the really good prices.
Yay. All right. So here's the thing. We need your help. We have been going back and forth between our Christmas trip, and we call it a Christmas trip. It's not over the holiday. It's the beginning of December that we typically go. This year, we are doing an iconic Christmas markets riverboat cruise. I'm hosting it, and it is on Alma Waterways, and we're going down the Danube for the European Christmas markets. But next year, and this year, we also have a US-based itinerary that's going to Washington, D.C., and we have several of our explorers on that. But next year, we're having a struggle trying to come up with what you all want to do. So we would love to put it out there. If you have suggestions or requests, we are all ears trying to find out what you want to do next December. Do you want to stay domestic? Do you want to stay in the United States? Do you want to go outside of the States? Do you want national parks? Where do you want to go? Anybody have any suggestions?
Amanda, are you referring to this for Christmas? Where we want to go?
Yeah, so December,
okay.
early December, so like a
Okay.
holiday. We tend to do Christmas lights and Christmas music and Christmas, itinerary style, but not over the holiday itself. Early
see.
December, just your birthday type of trip.
Okay.
How
I see.
about Hawaii?
How about where? Hawaii?
Hawaii.
All right, that's an
Not-
option.
That's still on my bucket list, not necessarily over the Christmas trip, but that's still one place I would like to go.
Okay.
So,
We have a group going to Hawaii this October, actually. So that would be interesting to do in December. I mean, where it stays 80 degrees all year long. That's kind of a nice place to go. And Bev's going, no, please give me somewhere cold.
I'm thinking cold like Germany, okay? In December. That's really what first came to mind, to be truthful, is that, do they have, in Germany, are there very specific Christmas kind of markets?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Nuremberg.
Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful Christmas markets in Germany. For sure. That's actually, we're going to Nuremberg this year for our Christmas market, for one of them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't planning on going this year for that, but
I know.
I will definitely recommend Alma Waterways to anybody if they are number one
Thank
Oh.
you.
over anybody I could ever think.
We do
I-
love them. We do
Yeah.
love them.
I lived in England for 2 years, and England at Christmas time, they have pantomimes and they have Regent Street, the shopping street all lit up. And then of course the Cotswolds for Christmas. I don't know, but just the English pantomimes and Charles Dickens type Christmas. And so that's an idea.
I will tell you, our dear late Bretta would absolutely love that you said that.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times she's told people that you have to go to England.
well, I think that I kind of like that idea, to tell you the truth. I mean, Charles Dickens and all that, it's just, hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sounds good.
Hey, Bruce, shake your head. Do you have your hand up because you want to talk? Bruce, Ruka, and Judy. Hang on, I'll unmute you. I can't hear you. Okay, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
No, I was going to ask a question, but I'm just listening. It sounds good. Keep it up.
I love it. I love it. Do you want to stay unmuted or would you like to mute back? You tell me.
Mute back.
Mute back. Hi, Judy.
Hi.
I love you guys. Okay, so all right, so we have Christmas, in the works. We're working on it. If you think of anything, we always want your suggestions. Then we have Tiffany's in charge of, she held some amazing group space, truthfully. This, I tell you Tiffany's in charge of it, but she's not been here in 2 weeks. So she held this great cruise. It's January 29th to February 9th. And she got spectacular pricing on the brand new ship Celebrity Beyond. So this is what we call, again, a Roseborough recommends. It's just something that we have coming up with great like space. So if you're looking to get away and go round trip Fort Lauderdale, it's not a group, like we don't have a bus or anything like that, and no host on board, but it's a really good itinerary. It's going to Cartagena and the Panama Canal and Cologne, and then the ABC Islands. So it's a good itinerary round trip and on the brand new ship, the Beyond. Then you have my next really big adventure. I'm going to Africa like next Wednesday, so it's kind of a big adventure coming up. But my next really big adventure is Antarctica in depth. We're going January 29th to February 10th of 2024. This is on Scenic. So Scenic is a river cruise company, an ocean cruise company, and a yacht company. And they are top notch, like 5-star, all inclusive, ultra luxury, but you don't have to be fancy dancy, right, to go on there. Because a lot of our explorers are like, I wore a suit for 40 years of my life and I don't ever want to wear a suit again. You don't have to be like that, right? It's very adventurous, but when you come back to the ship, everything's included. So you're not pulling your wallet out to give tips and gratuities to each person you see. You don't need to pay for that glass of scotch at the bar. You have all of your specialty dining included, and just it's a really all-inclusive experience. Now, of course, Antarctica is most of the time that continent that most of us never make it to. So for those of you who are looking to step foot on the 7th continent, you definitely want to get on a trip like this.
And it's cold too, right, Beverly?
I didn't hear you, sorry.
And it's cold, correct?
It is cold. Beverly will like it.
Yes, and are you the host? Are you going to be with us?
I'm the host.
All right, sign me up.
Yay! There is a helicopter on board so you can see Antarctica from above, and there's a submarine on board. 6
Oh my
people at a
gosh.
time can go under the ocean and see Antarctica from below. How incredible is that? I mean, it's just really absolutely amazing. And then there's a butler for every single person on the ship, whether you go entry level or if you're in the top of the top suites. It's only 200 passengers on board, which important thing for you to know is that you will be able to set foot on the continent. 200, there can only be 100 passengers at any given time on board or on Antarctica. So what they do is they split it up and they put you on Zodiacs. You have to be physically capable to do a trip like this. So no wheelchairs on board. I'm sorry, Mom. I saw that.
Yes, you're so mean. You're keeping me off the trip.
No wheelchairs on board, nothing like that, because you can't get into the Zodiac. You have to be physically able to lift your foot up and over a boat, like a small boat that will bring you to land. And then you have to be able to do wet landings and dry landings, which means get out and walk in water, which you are wearing waterproof boots and everything like that. And then it's got a lot of hiking and that sort of thing. But if penguins are your spirit animal, which I have Marissa back behind me, they are her spirit animal. I know they're my mom's too, which is even more how it's shoving it in her face. I'm sorry, Mom, I love you. But if penguins are your spirit animal, this is the destination to go to, because you're going to see Adelie penguins and king penguins and all sorts of other penguins galore. But it is definitely a destination that it's not easy to get to. So it's a bit pricey, but the way every cruise line is, because it's really difficult to get there. And we will be crossing the Drake's Passage on this. So they call it the Drake Shake or the Drake Lake. It is known to be a little bit, rocking and rolling sometimes, but other times it's really smooth sailing. But then it's like, the work that you have to put through to get the reward of getting to Antarctica. And all of your tours are included. Your like in Africa, I call them game drives, but your safaris, your wilderness safari experiences, they're all included. Your guides are all included, and we're even starting it in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and then flying down to Ushuaia, where we'll take a charter plane to be able to get to our cruise ship. So it's going to be amazing. Once in a lifetime. You have to join me, please. I'm so excited. I really want a really awesome group of explorers, and I know that everybody on here would be great to go with me because I love you guys. So let me see, because I'm really a little bit upset. I know I saw it. Alyssa has a really awesome trip, and I can't believe I don't see it. I feel like it's a hidden slide that I just can't get to because I saw it earlier. So Alyssa, will you sit down and just tell us what you're doing?
Okay. So I also get to go with Scenic next year. And it was the trip that I was very excited about Thailand, and they went, hey, would you be willing to give up Thailand? And I went, well, and they went, how about scenic for Cambodia and Vietnam? And I said, yes, absolutely.
Yes. Yes, Cambodia.
Yes, so I said, yes, absolutely, Vietnam and Cambodia on scenic. So we've got scenic. We're going to be starting in Angkor Wat and going up to Ho Chi Minh City. And I don't think that we get a submarine, but what we do get, I'm very excited about. We do get a balloon that hovers over Angkor Wat so we can see it from the air, which is fantastic. And I cried like a baby on the gondolas in Italy, but I will absolutely go up there. There's that poor German woman sitting next to me as I clutched her arm. So whoever is with me will have to probably watch me. A little worried as we go up in the air, but it's absolutely going to be worth it for Angkor Wat. So, and with scenic, so the same deal where everything's included. So
What's the date?
That one is, oops, she's grabbing it for me. I do believe April 22nd of next year. She's grabbing me the flyer real quick because I thought we had a slide, but we don't. So I will show them. So April 22nd through May 4th. So I'm very excited about that one. So beginning in Siam Reap and going all the way up to Ho Chi Minh City. And it also not my first trip to Asia, but it is my first trip to Cambodia, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. And I'm not sure which excursions I'm going to do, but very excited if anybody wants to come explore Asia with me. Asia is my jam, so they gave me a really difficult choice, and I chose scenic. So, all right.
Oh, it's incredible. So I got the pleasure and opportunity to bring a group to Vietnam and Cambodia a couple years ago. And let me tell you how many people have been asking for years, Amanda, when are you guys going to do another Vietnam and Cambodia? When are you going to do another one? When are you going to go on the Mekong again? And so we were originally going to be promoting the Thailand trip. And I know, Margaret, you asked about it. I had set, like, there's probably been 15 or so people who have been interested in going. I said, you know what, Alyssa, can you change? And she's like, really, what do you want me to change to? Vietnam and Cambodia? Oh, okay, sure. So we are hosting that trip. It's going to be incredible. We have our rep, Andy Fuentes from Scenic, who will be hosting a webinar. What date did we decide? It's like later in September.
I thought it was 28th, but I could be wrong.
It will go out via email, but we'll be hosting a day-by-day itinerary webinar so that you can decide if it's something that you're interested in. But say you're interested and you know right now on any of these trips, feel free to call the office. We did turn our phones off for this event. So call the office, give us a call tomorrow. We'll put you on our contact list and be able to contact you as soon as we have information or get you a quote on any of these trips. If you've called us over the last 2 weeks, thank you for your patience because the whole office was out sick and now we're all catching up on things. But we so appreciate you. And we wanted to salute you and say cheers to you in several different languages. So if you all want to raise your glass, I'm going to start with Polish, na zdrowie. I wish you health and wellness and always good drinks. But another one is when we were in the Czech Republic, which I thought was hilarious. I think a few of you were with me on this. We did a beer drinking trip. And the guy said, okay, you say Prost, but he said, always look into the eyes of the person you're toasting with. If you don't, you will get 7 years of bad sex. So,
oh, that's true and hungry too.
See, it's true and hungry too. I figure it's worth a laugh. This is a professional toast over here. They told us on a trip. So,
That's cultural knowledge.
Cheers to all of you, cultural knowledge. And I'm going to let Alyssa tell you her cheers.
All right, mine's not as extravagant. So kanpai, Japanese, bottoms up, and they also like to drink a good amount over there with people that they enjoy hanging out with. And you have a work family, and then you go and you drink with them afterwards. And so kanpai.
Kanpai. Michelle.
Salon.
Sláinte.
Yeah.
Ireland, right? Irish, Gaelic.
Oh, I'm gonna butcher this. That is to our help in Hungarian.
You did better than me.
And if you didn't know, Marissa actually lived in Hungary for several years. So
Holds a
her,
special place in my heart.
it does. If you're interested in traveling to Hungary, she's the one to chat to. So thank you all so much for joining us today. And thank you for bearing with us through our last few weeks and staying with us over the last 2 years of COVID. We really appreciate all of you, our amazing explorers. We look forward to traveling with you again. So I have a cute little saying: to the people you will meet on the way to your destination, and to the detours you will take and the places you will visit, may they be made on the ones even that will never be made onto the map. To you, explorers, cheers. Salute. Yay, come back. Sláinte.
Sláinte.
Shaky, shaky, something. So thank you all for joining us today. If you have any thoughts, ideas, suggestions for group trips, we would love to hear it. And I know Tiffany wishes you all a good cheers as well. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.